All right, let's just jump in. Just play a video game. Trick-or-treaters are king of bent. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
hold on.
It'll be the end of the world.
I want my headset. Oh, my headphones. Why didn't you do this all before starting stream? There we go. What's up with you guys? What are you guys doing? How's your weekend? You guys do anything cool? That's true, eh? Trick-or-treaters outside. I wonder if there's any. I mean, we don't get any here. I live on. I don't live like on a back road or anything, so there's very rarely anybody. Also, I don't think anybody really decorates over here either. You slept? Hell yeah, brother. Oh shit, there's a lot of fucking options here, huh? Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason is because she's locked up? Killing your princess seems kind of bad. Can't someone else do this? Forget I'm not doing this. So these are just like various options of bothering the narrator. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I don't know, millennials are pretty filled with doom right now. We're talking about in the world.
The end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Alright, kill the princess, huh? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
Good. As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up.
JC, hello. We're not exercising Joe.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
So all we need to do is kill the booba streamer. No problem.
Right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, so there's like another... Okay, so the voice of the hero is... me? Am I the voice of the hero?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade, enter the basement. Oh, so you can just like walk in without the knife, huh? Let's take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, the mouse cursor changed. It changed to the guy's hand to the knife.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Chat, it's all part of the manipulation. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to their lies. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Damn.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She sounds naughty.
Chain around her wrist.
She can't trust the princess.
Far wall of the
I wonder how reliable the narrator is.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Damn, he's already starting, huh? Just already falling
Focus
for
on
it.
the task at hand.
Thirsty motherfucker.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What a simp. It's already started. No, what? No way. Why would you even think that? It wasn't a joke. I haven't decided. I'm here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Aegis Blade, thank you. Tier 2 sub? What the hell's wrong with you? Thank you for the gift sub to JC. Depp paid. What'd you do? Tier 10,000 to the princess. Oh my god, she's looking at me! Oh! How come there was no alert for that? You ever notice, Aegis, that every time you do anything, there's never an alert? You ever notice that? It's like you're fucking cursed, brother. I'm like looking at it. I mean, they're on, they're active, and also everyone else subscribed and it worked fine on this scene. It didn't work on the starting soon screen either. Now that I think about it. Aegis is a Twitch vampire. A twampire. Someone test the lows. If this is actually working. Hold on. Fucking Twitch alerts, man. What a pain. What a fucking pain in the ass.
Mind is always chattering away with 1,000 thoughts at once.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
You redeemed the mod me now? Oh, it's true.
He just redeemed Chatter's wisdom. A.
It's true, I did redeem, you did redeem a mod me now. Alright, Aegis, let's play a game. Let's play a game. I have here on this desk, you can't see it, it's out of sight. It's over here. Right there, it's over there, right? I have here a can of soda. I want you to tell me the exact type of soda it is. I want, if it's like diet, if it's zero, if it's Mountain Dew. You tell me the exact name of the can, and I'll give you a mod sword. Is it Coke Zero? You're almost there. It's a DC. Caffeine free. Someone shoot him. No, don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. That was an impossible task. It wasn't. He's lying. It's a Pellegrino. It's true. He's a Fanta slut. Fanta? I've never had a Fanta. Why did you bring the knight with you? How about you drop it and then we can chat? Fuck you,
She
bitch.
makes a
And stab her.
compelling point. What if we just
See how quickly we can kill her and end the game?
To look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Weren't you saying you had one at your parents', figuring once you had one you'd be hooked? Was it a Fanta? I remember drinking like some kind of orange soda and it was way too sweet. Actually too sweet. The narrator sounds like from the Stanley Parable. Maybe it's the same one. Maybe it was a Fanta, or it was maybe it was Orangina, I don't know. International Fanta is pretty good. Actually, there's juice in it. Yeah, the one that I had was like extremely sweet. You can tell it was like just loaded with sugar. Do they have salt and vinegar Fanta in Canada? Fuck if I know, man. It's not something that I pick up. Tighten the grip on the knife.
Ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Fanta chips? What the fuck?
You poor thing.
I don't remember those.
Shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel
Kill her.
resolve.
You slayed the princess yet? No, she's trying to seduce us with her sultry voice. JC's just jealous of our chips. There's only one, right? The only one that you should be jealous of is those President's Choice buffalo wing and blue cheese chips. I haven't seen those in a while though.
Chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
What if I just throw the knife?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Canada has weird shit, you would have believed me. Weird shit like what?
She's unarmed. If you
All dressed
hesitate now,
chips.
it'll be too late.
They use all the spices? I used to get buffalo wing and blue cheese chips from a vending machine like 23 years ago. Outside of Canada? Damn. That's that's from the you went from the exotic store vending machine. It cost you $1.50 instead of $1.25. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
Expecting to die, you're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow. We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop
Whoa.
there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
She's clearly she's very crazy. Clearly she's crazy. She's clearly crazy. What is wrong with your nails? Yeah, he looks like he's like some kind of. If you look closely at the skin, there's scales, so he's probably a scaly. He's probably a lizardman.
Crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight
You're becoming a werewolf.
her slight frame
Furry game shit.
possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
That's not intensity. That's not curiosity, brother. That's a predator drive.
You had the upper hand.
Fucking moisturize.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying
Some
if I said
real
it wasn't a little
dommy mommy shit, huh? Ewan McGregor as the narrator, the huge budget. No, was it actually Ewan McGregor?
She applies more pressure, slowly.
That's the guy that plays Obi-Wan, right?
Of your lungs.
Dommy mommy voice for real, yeah.
This is the end, isn't it?
Ewok McGregor is cheap. Teleports on your face. Nothing personnel, kid. He fucking gets you with the high heel shoe, dude.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn, she broke every single one of our bones, huh? Just absolutely fucked us. Oh, chapter 2. Okay, so it's not a bad ending. The getting killed by the princess is not a bad end.
And at the end of that
That's pretty cool.
is a cabin.
It's like part of the story, I guess.
Basement of that
Gave you bonitis.
is a princess.
You walk into a room with a princess with a knife and she gives you bonitis. Just kicks the shit out of you and cripples you. Oh my god. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 2. Yeah. And it's the same line as the first one.
Slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu. Hasn't this happened already? No. But what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, let's do that
I'll
one.
show you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
So the narrator can hear the other voices if they talk to us directly. So that means the voice of the hero isn't us, it's another person. So there's us, the voice of the hero, and then the narrator. The narrator doesn't know that we're looping, and the voice of the hero is aware of it.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Let's assume I'm telling you the truth, and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Oh, voice of the broken. I just realized that it's a different character.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
This man's gaslighting you? The narrator?
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations.
Can't trust men. Can't trust woman.
Right.
Can't trust the hero. Can only trust knife.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
A knife is only friend. Well, you know what they say about a man with two wives. No. It's a man with two knives. I'm the broken.
Of course there weren't any consequences.
Oh.
The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
So there's also the voice of the hero. So we have many voices in our head right now. We have the voice of the hero and we have the voice of the broken. So the hero is the original one and the broken was the guy with the completely busted out body.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how
We're going mental.
did time
This is what simping does to you, folks. Don't do it. It splits your personality into many different voices.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Sicko mode activated. I think I've started a like ICP.
If she ended
Whoa.
the entire world,
Magnets,
why should
brother.
we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Damn.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're
We have a doomer.
capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true.
1/3 of us is a doomer.
I believe in you.
turn around and leave?
You're right.
Oh. Hey, what's this? Oh, this is a save. Okay. History? Oh, okay. Set her free and let her dommy mommy everybody. He's Gen Z. You're right, we should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have
Seriously?
left.
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Lie, I know where I'm going. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin that I am not going to. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn before our own.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
So the narrator has like no power over what's going on.
That's strange. It looks like this path
Bullshit.
also leads to the cabin.
The game showed me
Convenient.
immediately.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Yeah. Dude, the fucking narrator got me, huh? Motherfucker. Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes.
The illusion of choice.
If you don't do your
fate.
job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting...
Oh.
What's going on? Where are we? We're dead, obviously.
The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. It's quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's a nightmare. It's not. Oh. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Back to chapter 1, huh?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
Oh, this like actually went back to chapter 1. So that was bad ending.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the shore. Warning, she will lie.
Yeah.
The interior blade.
Grab the sword.
You take the blade. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it. Good. You're still.
See if we can just kill her. See if we can just slay her immediately.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's so. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Do it. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it. Best not.
She's unarmed. If
So we picked this option last time, right? Slay the princess. Just do it.
you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
Whoa.
easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
That's a...
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
What the fuck? Lots of talking for a knife in the heart? Yeah.
It's over,
A lot of blood,
isn't
too.
it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a
Burn the
pulse?
body? Yeah. pull out the DIY flamethrower. I can't wait to be dying and say ominous shit. Yeah, that's everyone's final words is just ominous world-ending shit. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I don't know, the knife looks a little too center massed for it to be in the heart. Remove the blade, check for a pulse. Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation.
Girl hearts are in the middle because of the booba.
Oh,
Oh shit. Actually, now that we have a better look over here, now we know that it's not directly in the middle.
wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after
Whoa.
all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here.
Smilers? Yeah, that's quite the smile you got there, lady.
It's too
Oh
late for
shit,
that
what is going
now.
on?
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
She was armed the whole time, huh?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. So it's changed, right? The name of the chapter?
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to sleep.
I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I can
again?
assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Slew the slut.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to
The
pull her
voice
out
of the
nowhere and
cheated.
stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear.
That's not true.
You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Seems you got a different ending voice in chapter 2 depending on the ending. Yeah, it looks like it. So we had the voice of the broken the first time because she like just very easily destroyed us. And now we have voices that cheated because we also died. Proceed to the cabin.
Warned she will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of
that's
warped,
not a good
broken
sign.
boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything about the mirror. Where's the mirror? Oh yeah, here it is.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Uh-oh.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Can I look into the mirror? I care about whether I'm being lied to. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
Reach
clean.
forward
Oh,
and
fuck.
Rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, take the blade.
Take the blade from...
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
I wonder why it's like so much
Air
different.
seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
She's definitely losing her mind. I'm scared I'll go down.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that.
It's got real NPC
She's trying
vibes,
to
huh?
trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
See what options we have here. There's a whole, oh my god, there's a lot of fucking options here. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me. Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I like to trust you. She's a venom sprayer. I can feel it. I think there's something definitely wrong here, right? I mean, besides the way that the cave is built. Okay, this is definitely gonna kill us. This is gonna kill us. That's gonna kill us. What if we ask her to drop her knife? Let's see what that does. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
She's got a knife.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Let's walk up to her.
She's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
She's not showing me her arms, stupid. Prove it. Prove that you don't have a
It would
knife.
be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
You fucking conniving bitch.
Princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look
She
at
has no
this.
knife.
Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
She's a tail. She might be a furry. She's got a scorpion tail.
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
You remember what happened last time?
If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
She remembers. She also remembers, so she knows every timeline. Some kind of eldritch monstrosity here, brother. Woman can hurt you in other ways. Mental damage accrued.
Remember,
My
so it
reason.
must not have happened.
Last time?
Lying
What are you
succubus.
talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Finally, someone with the correct way of thinking, huh? It's always the rogue.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
We're looping.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Fuck you, narrator. I know that we're dimension hopping or time traveling or whatever it is that we think we're doing. The question is, which one is it? Are we dimension hopping or are we time traveling? I don't have the key. That's a new option. I didn't have that option before. Okay, so we know that she remembers. She knows what's happening. She knows that we killed her. She's not armed. I don't have a key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Oh my god, she's definitely fucking lying.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
John Succubus. She's definitely
certainly
fucking lying about that.
Threatening. Just because she's acting.
What
like
if she's
going to
not
stab you
lying?
doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
What level of Halloo am I really for this princess?
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. all the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your
Oh,
head.
swag is. Here's something you need to know, brother. They all lie. They're all liars, every single one of them. Can we let bygones be bygones? What are you gonna do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with... Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Is there room for it to be a misunderstanding, voice of the hero? Sounding a little simpy to me. You know how I feel about those. They must die.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Something creepy over here, brother.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
The cheated is like, please, I don't want to get stabbed.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
Hehe.
Hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with?
Look down, stupid.
Stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's
Fucking lying bitch. Had a knife in her leg.
Up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah, I'm with the voice of the cheater on this one. Fucking bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Honestly, didn't see that coming. The whole hidden sword in the thigh trick. Classic.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Dude, the voice that cheated. He's so angry.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Cheated is way better than the broken. Yeah, the broken was...
Nobody
definitely
holds
broken.
The cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Voice of the hunted. New character.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win, and if no one
Also the voice of the stubborn.
has any meaning.
Character is definitely slowly losing his mind.
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Okay, so it's a multiverse theory, right? So it's definitely dimension hopping. So the main character is being shifted around every single time he dies.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused. shall we?
Voice of the stubborn is hard-headed.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it.
Yeah. Jesus.
Sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
The voices are probably past you doing different things. Yeah, I think it's every time that you are killed, right? You get a new voice.
I'd
And
like
it's
to get
that
started just as much as you would, but
person.
how are we supposed to get down there?
But then who's the voice of the hero, right?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
I wonder what this mirror is in the grand scheme of
Just fumble
things.
for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
That's it. Character's leg's broken.
Your
Whoa.
body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
What you look like might be part of the mystery. Yeah, it's strange that he has like claws,
Hi.
right?
It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Not to me.
Past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal
Whoa!
bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
That's fucked up. So she's like made out of swords?
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
All these ideas suck. Think up something better. I leave for a minute. Hold on. Let me collect my thoughts. We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk her out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. That doesn't work. She has swords for arms. We don't. We're panicking. Swords for arms. It's true. She's just misunderstood. I can fix her. Yeah, I can fix her. She got blade arms. Yeah, she's got sword for arms. She wins by killing us, right? Let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck. Think up of something better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
I can fix her.
Standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim.
I don't like how her arms are just flopping around. It's very, it's very, what's the word? Disorienting.
She skewers you.
Oh, well, we didn't have time to think, I guess.
Wow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Voice of the Skeptic. So that's a new one.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be.
Here's the voice of the broken again.
Dead, 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 dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Let's see how many we can stack of us. Dude, the voice of the cheated really is just us, just gamer.
We don't need
Hey,
any other voices.
We can just keep putting more of us. We'll just win, right?
All we
Just
need
brute force
is
it.
to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
Heart panicking. She's got swords for arms. Maybe we can talk her out of it. I wonder if she's just used to being fought at every single time. Let's do this one. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Let's see what that does. Oh, it doesn't work. And she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Voice of the smitten. Finally, we got the voice of the simp.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic. Flee.
Dude, she's just getting more and more swords in her arms.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Wow. So you just kept resurrecting over and over and over again, huh? Just getting the same thing.
We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from
So I wonder if this is just a continuation of what was just happening, right? Where it was just constantly getting skewered, and now it's just like a separate chapter.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Oh my god. Cheer 100. Please skewer me again. Contrarian is your new favorite.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Ooh,
There are
ending up on
entirely
top,
too many of you.
huh?
How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you? Yeah,
Oops.
leave it to the pros. We'll not...
How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing them? That's what he said. I skipped it.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Jesus Christ, man.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room? Or don't care, just want to win.
Just want to win, don't care.
Fine.
Oh, dude, she's not even like locked
Where
up
the
anymore.
princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh man, a new trick. So she had sword legs, sword arms. What's next? Sword titties?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does?
Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Oh.
What remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
Huh.
A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Okay. So Princess is eldritch monster that turns into a pile of swords, huh?
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely divine.
Someone needs to get this guy.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Behold, the perfect woman.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
It's one good stab to the heart, huh?
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
I can still fix her. She doesn't have any skin left. It's nothing.
She doesn't even
She's got nothing
a back
left.
anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
She doesn't even have a back anymore.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
No! Dude, everyone is yelling at us. Oh, you know what? Let me move this. I just realized that, empty your mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
I turned off the Photoshop layers. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Dude, he's unlocked Ultra Instinct. This is his final form. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the moment. The faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her plate, the mirror. What's up, home? A little lurking. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You're lurking in Dota. Hell yeah. Proceed to the cabin. She's still alive. You're at the cabin. That's new. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Jeez. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Oh yeah, this was the... These were the hands, right? The, like, stopped... Oh wait, so that was part of the game? So we got killed by those hands. They sent us back to chapter 1. But it wasn't an ending. It was... The game actually, like, remembers it as an option that happened.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Damn. I'm a person.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Oh, because she can see everything, and we've seen everything, right? From every dimension.
Oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's a good point. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
What?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
So only the voice of the hero and the prince, or this entity, right, or whoever this is. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what's trapped here?
Just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So her heart is the entity, right? Were you always the princess, or are you making her a part of herself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
The gift of a fragile vessel, she did bring that up before.
Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I don't really understand if this is like supposed to be a benevolent being and she's like trapping the princess. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Is she talking about like, is this like a lore thing for game endings? Find more game endings? How many more pieces do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared that I'll kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
That's one way of looking at it. So she like, now I'm curious to know if she's like an imagined being from the princess. What if I don't let you do this?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being so, you're semantics.
No, I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Oh, so I guess that means she, like, the timeline actually just resets. What if I wait? What does that mean?
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever. No.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Jesus. Fucking black screen jump scare. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end. You make your way up the shore. Warning, she will...
Yeah. Hey, what if we don't take the knife? What if we go down there without the knife?
The interior of the cabin is a blade, is your... The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice...
Hello? Is someone there?
That's a new voice, right, for the princess?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a head... She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
She's like a completely different character now, right? It's like her demeanor is completely changed.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Doesn't have a name, huh?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but... Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Well, we already know she's like some kind of dimension hopping eldritch horror, so... See if there's like any option here that is just like remove the chains. No, let's retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade. No. Don't make me regret this.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There isn't a key. Do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere. Or I can find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Oh, what the
raising her arm
fuck?
to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess? Slay the princess? Well, I think slay the princess is just gonna land us back to where we just were, right? Let's do save the princess. Let's do this.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Her mouth is just covered in blood.
You cut into her flesh.
What the fuck?
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
So it is, he's an unreliable narrator. I guess he can, like, do whatever he wants.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Dude, for real? To slay the princess? Oh, warn her. Warn her?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
So is there an option for you? Here, resist?
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and
Jesus
sin.
Christ, man.
Is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
So she... It's kind of strange, right? How different she is. Like, she's completely different than from before.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, look, it changed again. So the names of the chapters are like based on what you're doing, I guess.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the bed, you're here to slay her.
I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Oh no, the voice of the simp. Oh god.
About it. Our beloved. Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth.
Why is it the four of us? Oh, so it's me, voice of the hero, voice of the spin, and the princess?
A warning, she will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I'm sure he likes the sound of his own voice. I do like the sound of my own voice.
Yeah,
You're right.
Your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Even the inside of the cabin is different.
An ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Fog Delusion, hello.
The blade
welcome, new first-time chatter, guys. Don't scare them away. We need all the new viewership we can get. What tag brought you here, man? Was it diarrhea? Bald? Oh no, it's not bald, it's the other one. Haired? Not bald. Blazer on into you know what? Let's approach the mirror. Let's see if the mirror is there.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the... But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
A feather? Is our boy a bird? Is he a birdman? Let's ignore the knife again, see what that does.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Birdman or Birdman?
But it's still a stone basement.
Diarrhea.
If the princess lives here, slaying
It's always
her is probably
diarrhea.
doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last
I'll be
time.
having one easily.
I can hear wedding bells already.
We're firmly planted in the acidic camp with our pH of diarrhea, brother. If it doesn't strip the porcelain off the toilet, it isn't worth having. That's the one that always brings them in. Very true.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by
It's
her.
gotta melt right through the bowl,
Over
yep.
the top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part
Forced
of
to
the manipulation.
wipe.
You walk down
I
the stairs
want
and
my
lock
ass
eyes
with a
the
rag
princess.
on a
There's a heavy
stick.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
It's a shitty life, but it's my life.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely
Jesus
she can
Christ,
hear
man.
my spirit.
This is a real Twitch simp, huh? How much money do you think you'd give
your spirit's
give her in a day?
plenty loud,
In one
alright.
stream? Thousands.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Not here exactly, right? Like, we haven't been in this room. Also, the princess's dress is different.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more
Dude, this guy, man. Just complete mental gymnastics.
I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
What's going on, Burge? Spinning is quite the character. Dude, this guy is like hand over heels for the princess, huh? Like we're gonna try saving her, but not because the Spin is fucking throwing bits at her, you know? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior, and further,
Yeah, finally someone with a brain cell.
Go ahead and slay her.
I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. If you're listening to her, that's a confession.
Jesus. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Let's not go with that one. I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Liar.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was very unfair.
He was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She just wants us to be happy. She's trying to fix us now.
Took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
We can fix her. We can try. Alright, rescue princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
So he would just kill himself, huh?
Wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
We did it, chat. We got it.
Had a weapon, one
We're in there.
and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Chat, we're gonna get it?
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh. Damn. Thought she was gonna say end the world, and that was it. That would have been it. I want to leave. We'll figure it out.
Sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand.
The little fucking anime stars.
World slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand.
Is there a way to make the narrator voice louder? Just, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking hear him sometimes. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Can't you just, like, sword arm through the door?
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Or maybe this timeline of the princess doesn't have sword arms.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Hero is lost. He's done. He just wants to go home. Can you open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
I think we can open it if we try together. I think that's the right choice here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Did it. We're the heroes.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
At what point does she turn into Cthulhu and damn the planet?
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Take the blade and slay the princess. No, we're committed.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Whoa, that's a strong word, brother. Hate?
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
The H word! Oh yeah, I'm sure that's where you were looking.
I'm cold. be supposed to be so cold?
No.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, what is going on here? Aha. Another good ending, I think. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Your memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. I wonder if it's just my monitor that's fucked, but I don't think so. Want to see if there's like a outline or something. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
So she's not just swords anymore, right? She's also the princess. How are you the same being as you were before? How much of you has changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Fuck, there's a lot of options. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Let's see. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't get like any hints on what you need to do next. You just need to like pick things that you haven't picked. How many more vessels do I need to bring?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
You don't have any preference on how you like to change?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Weird. I wonder if there's still just a single ending. Just one ending, and it doesn't like matter. Attack the entity, destroy your body. I don't know what those do. I mean, we don't have anything to attack her with, so that wouldn't do anything. Destroy your body. I wonder if this is just like the... I wonder if this is just like the end game option. Alright, just go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. And we're just back in the same spot.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement, you're here.
I wonder if turning around and leaving just goes back to her.
Seriously? There won't be a new dawn if the fuck good. Ignore that, and that's strange. You're when I said everyone, and last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it,
So it's just gonna put me back into the forest.
You turn around and trek back. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say...
Well, yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out.
Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong... And here we go. As you try... At first, it's little flickers out of the... But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
Whoops. I made the narrator angry.
The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
True, I do care about irritating you.
You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
It's like I completed a different path now.
That cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Interesting.
A warning before you go any further.
There's, look, the guy put up fucking giant, like the Great Wall of China up around the entire forest. You can't actually get out of it. It's pretty funny.
She will lie.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Let's keep an open mind.
The cabin interior is wrong.
Whoa, this is weird. Look at this.
Confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
So it's like every single room is projected on top of each other. It's pretty cool.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your... If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
This guy really wants us to throw this knife out the window, huh?
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Ignore the stressful geometry, brother. The walls and shit are moving around.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready...
Approach the mirror. Let's see if this mirror works yet.
The wall what are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Oh, so this mirror... I guess this mirror just never exists.
Rub your hand. But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Take the blade?
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
It's the,
really doesn't
the
matter.
bad way to hold the knife. Oh wait, you can actually turn it around? Alright, hold it. We'll turn it around.
Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
It's the mouse cursor also changes to like match the grip on the knife.
Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window. Perfect.
Yes, do it. Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Yeah, the heat death of the universe.
Sure, this place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done.
See what the stairs look like.
The basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching
Well, there's stairs, all right.
all built from unidentifiable materials.
Wish you could stay for the end, find out what the hell's going on. You gotta head out. Good luck. Well, thanks for hanging out, man. I mean, you could always just watch the VOD if it even ends. I don't know. Have a good rest of the evening.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh shit! All right, let's go. Jesus Christ.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
True. Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. Soft stairs?
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
I wonder if this is like going to the actual, like the friendly princess,
you sink
or if
in.
it's just a trick.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Oh fuck, the staircase turned into a giant marshmallow. Oh,
Softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Sorry to all eye users getting flashbanged by the video. Sorry, eye users.
Skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, shit.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also
What the fuck is happening?
The same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
So in this timeline, we haven't actually met her yet. So she hasn't killed us at all. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent to slay
I don't
you.
want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. You don't think I'm some sort of monster, do you?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Where?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him?
Nah, let him stew.
Jeez.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... Until?
It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
How many times do you think this princess can split?
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah, I'm with the contrarian on this one. Let's see if we can make more of her. Oh, this is the option to forget. This is trippy. It's kind of cool that it's like remembering all of the options that we've done before. It's like the same, like our character has been through a single timeline, but it's fracturing like over and over again. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs manage to chew you up,
I will devour you.
So we have the princess, we have the broken princess, and then we have the killer princess. Okay. There's more of
do
you.
you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
No, we're committed to the bit. We're going full
How would we
contrarian.
even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade.
The one he made us throw out the window.
Oops.
I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Me too, man. That's like not even a joke. That's like the eeriness is making the back of my head itch. What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it? No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
If I let you out of here, what are you gonna do?
Looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer? What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
Whoops.
I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
if you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under?
Yeah, this one's the crazy one, right? So this is the only one that's like probably telling the truth.
Not exactly how I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
I don't have any options left. I only have this one. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust anything. Leave her in the basement. Regretfully, think about that time you threw the blade out the window.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Is this a pair of eyes? This looks like a pair of eyes, eh?
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
So we're getting every ending at once.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Oh god, she's turning into that thing from World of Horror. The scissors lady.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong.
Jesus.
It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Can you fix her? Can we fix her, chat?
We should help her.
I don't think we could fix her.
We did this.
I think we've gone. I think we're too far gone right now.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. Just sucked her up, huh? But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. The memory returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that...
It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
You know...
Approach the mirror. Take a look at our feathered body. Because apparently he's feathered. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're withered. Aw, man. We're getting old. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Is there anything here that I can, like, do? It's not, eh? Let's see the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest...
I keep pressing right click by accident. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make it worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
So she doesn't see it as... she doesn't see it as a bad thing, I guess because she's like basically immortal, right? I have... I just wanted to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
I mean, do eldritch beings really have, like, the capacity for malice? I mean, they're, like, fully evolved past that, right? I don't think. You know that at the end at the end of this, once we're finished, I'm gonna kill you? Maybe we'll not say that. What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
What happens to the worlds that we leave behind?
Perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
So she can't see. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. How many more vessels do I need to bring?
We will know when we destination.
So she split into 5 personalities. I have a feeling that's what it is. It's probably 5. There's probably 5 of them that we need to find. We found 3. So there's 2 left, maybe.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here.
What if we just abandon her? Because we can do that, right?
The interior blade. The door to her voice.
Hello?
Is don't
be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making no. You're doing walk up to the chains by they're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere doubtful.
Oh right, we can't go back upstairs because he locks the door.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. If you attempt to make your way out, is someone else here?
Yeah, the door locks.
Your shouts and plea. I'll repeat myself. You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for everyone. Look at...
I heard the door slam. They locked.
There's a slight panic rising.
Yeah.
If I could just
We've
get
already
out of
seen
this.
this.
She barely hesitates.
Yeah. We know that she eats her thing.
Or we could use... You won't like what...
What if I slay the princess right now?
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racks with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
No, the only option I have is slay.
Seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement, but we're locked in here already. So that's probably too... Well, I mean, I don't know. It's weird that they would give me the option. She also can't go anywhere, right? Because she's chained to the wall. That's right.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now.
It's so weird that the door was locked. Like, it was locked, right?
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I don't know what's that gonna do.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Oh.
You know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy. I'll be bang on the door all you want. It'll make you only bleed out faster.
This is enough to do me in. I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that
awful shit.
Basement.
Fucking princess ghost jump scare, huh?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down.
My organs! I need those!
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare.
You're on a path. You're here to... A warning, she will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
So we have the paranoid with us now?
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
If you look at the windows, I just noticed they're like, it's covered in the ghosts that are looking in.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You walk up to... What are you talking?
I don't think this mirror is ever going to be real.
Forward.
Yeah.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something. You reach down and pick the blade. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
And we have a bomb.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Yeah, some of them are just like a single eye on its own.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
Can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Why didn't we just use the... Oh, it's because our organs shut down. Or we had total organ failure in the last chapter. That's why we couldn't even, like, move our knife. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being pessimists right now.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your
paranoid,
way to the bottom
brother.
of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
So there's like a left and a right path?
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, she fucking hella creepy. Do nothing. Just stand here.
It's best to do nothing.
There you are.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
I wonder why she turns into a ghost in this timeline.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open.
So he's like
as you
willing
gasp
his
for breath.
organs back. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Funny narrator game. It's like a point, or it's not really a point and click adventure game, right? It's like a choose your own adventure. It's like one of those choose your own adventure books. And we have a narrator who is unreliable and also doesn't know what's going on. And then we also, our personalities are based on previous deaths. So like depending on how you die, you get like another extra personality added. So that's where all the voices are coming from. Is it good? It's pretty good so far. I'm actually pretty, I'm really enjoying it so far. But I don't know how long it is really. I think we're looking for new endings. And then once you have all of them, you get like a real ending. You're fucking tired? Yeah, I took a nap today. I finished work and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to bed.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
And I woke up at like 7, I think.
Oh well, standing there.
You went outside?
Is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
So right now, our paranoid personality is restarting our organs by thinking about it. I don't know how that's working. I can't believe you went outside and touched grass. It snowed today. Yesterday and today it snowed. Not enough for it to like stay, but it's starting. Maybe I should just get I have to probably pull the air conditioners up.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Just raining. You're gonna lurk? Hell yeah.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I don't know if using any of these explore options is just gonna end up killing me. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Just leave together. That's probably the wrong option here. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
What happened after you killed me last
I
time?
believe while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
So she can't leave the cabin. She can't leave the cabin without the bird man, the birdman.
I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten to kill me?
Nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Nerves, heart, lungs.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Yeah, because the the paranoid guy is trying to keep the body alive by chanting his organs out. What happens if I let you go?
Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry. I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What happens if I kill you?
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably. And you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear along the other side of her mask.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Hey, can we be friends?
Glad you're seeing things my way.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
So we can leave out of here together, or we can try killing her. I don't know which ones. I don't know. There's also toss the blade and remain with the nightmare, so you get trapped down here forever. She needs us to leave the cabin. And I think if we get out of the cabin, the heart, or whatever the fuck the entity calls itself, will probably pull her. We could try that.
No!
Oh.
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit.
lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Lungs, liver, nerves,
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
heart, lungs.
I wouldn't trust having our back to her.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Heart, lungs.
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now.
So she has to follow us.
Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet. You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're almost there.
Lungs, liver. The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Lungs, liver,
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This is right. It's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing.
No time to back out.
Brigadier, 21 new viewers. Bray, what were you playing? Suck the toes? Oh shit. Finds you were here already. Romeo, what's up? Is that the Romeo or is that the Bones McCoy? Win him back! We were doing bets on Jerry Springer. Do you guys used to watch Jerry Springer and like Maury and what was the other one? There was another one of those daytime TBS shows that was like that. It was a Jerry Springer's bodyguard. What was his name? Does anyone remember? Ricky Lake. Yeah, Ricky Lake was one. Jenny Jones? Steve, that's it. Yeah, Steve. with all the fights that they would stage between the hillbillies that they would drag on stage. The toe sucking shocked you? What toe suck? There was toe sucking? They gave Steve his own show. Yeah. Steve. Yeah. He'd come out and he would pull them apart.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you?
Dude won his ex-girlfriend back by reminding him how good he was at foot play. Oh my god. It really is just about the toes, huh? Everyone thinks about the toes, but no one ever thinks about the heel. That's right, Steve.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control.
Dude, glorp them toes. Gross.
I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
Secret reasons? Hygiene's important. You gotta clear them bad boys up. Yeah, dude, it's full of like fungus in between the toes and under the nails. That's where the real stuff is, man. You gotta dig in for that shit. If there are any unique viewers that came in on Briggs Raid, Slay the Princess. It's like a choose your own adventure thing. There hasn't really been anything other than dialogue and choosing options. It's the story is pretty fucked up. I mean, it's not really a game, right? So not much gameplay going on. But it's interesting to see the new timelines because it's splitting every single time you find a new ending. It's been pretty interesting so far. I'm unique, but I'm not a viewer. Sorry. I should have said chatter. Any chatters?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
World's waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her.
Kill her?
I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do?
Paranoid.
Do you want to hear from me now? Yes.
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous
Classic
system.
no volume badge. That's a is that a global badge? Is he deaf everywhere? If all the Twitch thoughts to rate on Halloween, Brig chose this one.
Where's my burrito? Where's my burrito?
No! What game can we play for your mod sword? Here we go. Gandalf, you've seen a Monopoly board before. You know the colors of the properties on the Monopoly boards. I have here a Monopoly board, McDonald's, Monopoly ticket. What color property is this ticket? Could be a trick question, could be utility, could be railroad, could be nothing. And therein lies the fun. What game can I play? Finds garbage on that.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart, lungs.
You're terrible at this.
I know. I'm doing my best.
So they switch positions, so now the hero is trying to keep the body alive.
When other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart.
Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything.
You're colorblind, but you're gonna say blue?
Hopping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Yep. Emily did the right thing. I'm sorry, it was yellow. The correct answer was yellow. It's from the... Let's see, what territory is this? I can't read it. Algonquin Provincial Park.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver.
It's a yellow property, not a blue property. If you are blue, yellow, colorblind, I don't feel bad. The only correct answer was a shade of gray because he's black and white. Idiot! Oh, that would have been funny.
Heart. Lungs. Liver.
Finally I can talk. Now what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. He's lose track of things.
You for your blessing to trust me.
Heart.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck this guy. Don't trust him. Really? So you'd have them trust her?
Trust the unreliable, unknowing narrator, or trust the flickering ghost in front of me that may or may not be the Doom?
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
It is kind of interesting that he switched from... He's only ever said slay the princess, and now that she is a flickering abomination, now he's like reverted to saying kill.
Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Finally, that was awful.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door!
What do we do? Do we kill her or do we leave the cabin? I think either way, I think we're fucked either way. It would really suck. Never mind, there's save states.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she?
This has happened in every timeline that we tried killing her in.
Heart, lungs, liver. In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth. As the two of you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away.
Her eyes are gone. Or they closed or whatever.
You are alone, and you are falling forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. Are we really...
The paranoid has been like keeping the body alive forever. He's been chanting like the organs. Can you narrate us some stairs?
She was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means you're falling. Forever. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this.
What would you guys do if you had to fall forever? You fall into that pit. You fall into a pit full of interesting things that you can look at, but you fall forever.
You continue to fall. Forever's gonna end eventually.
Like
right?
you would, what would happen? Even if you were just falling forever, you'd sleep. Can you sleep?
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
Yeah, you'd starve first, right?
You will only continue to fall.
If I know I'm not gonna hit the ground, why not? Well, it's the feeling of falling, right? Like I don't know if people can sleep when they're feeling that when they're feeling that sensation. That's why you wake up when you fall in dreams, right? The panic will eventually go away. That's true.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean?
If it's a constant at some point, you wouldn't feel it anymore. Yeah.
We still have a way out.
Yeah, you would hit terminal velocity and then your body would just be like, oh yeah, this is the new normal.
You suggesting we kill ourselves? Well, that's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die?
The paranoid asking the real questions, huh?
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back. I don't know, falling forever doesn't seem too bad to me. I'll take the Fides option.
But let's see how we all feel after a week, or a month, or a year.
Yeah. So am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens?
But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
You would definitely dehydrate first, right?
We don't have to starve to death falling through an infinite void. You have our way out.
Yeah, it's telling you to use the knife. Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places?
I wish I would.
So the narrator can't leave the main character.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Drop the blade? That can't be. That's probably not a good option, right? I'll just come back.
Again. That's That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
Oh, the narrator didn't know in this timeline that we had already died.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. You bastard, how much are you not telling us? Plenty, but it's all in your best interest. And the world's, and mine.
The narrator wants us... I don't think he wants us dead. But not because he values life. I think there's a reason behind it.
Fall in forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
I couldn't even drink own piss while free falling. Bear Grylls would be fucked. If you're free falling and you have a jar with you, can you piss into the jar? And if it's like held up upside down, would you have to hold it upside down for it to not spill? How does it work? Is any scientist in chat that would be able to explain that? Asking the real question, you could curl up, it would fly out 100%. So like if you're holding the jar upside down when you're falling and the piss is inside of it, the piss would still fly out of it. I mean, Fides would know, right? Maybe it's happened to him. Not the falling forever part. But maybe there's like if I don't seal my gas seals on top of your wings, the fuel goes flying out. See? Science, baby. Aim it right at your mouth. You'd have to be pretty flexible to do that. Not me. Definitely the pissing in jars part. Yeah. Not the falling part, but the pissing in jars part. Yeah, I'd believe that. You're falling forever anyway. Yeah, it's true. Plenty of time to practice. You probably and if you can survive long enough that dehydration doesn't kill you and you start starving, you'd eventually lose enough weight that you'd be able to curl yourself up into a ball.
It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely manage.
You're gonna end up being a piss master.
What if you don't manage it next time?
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Hold on, narrator. It just can't. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? Pissbender, Tinkle Wizard. Tinkle Wizard. Oh my god. Urine Mancy. That's their art. Urine Mancy. You go feet first, piss on your elbow, and let it run up your arm to your mouth. Oh, and it stays on, and then you can absorb some of it through your skin, right? Like a drip feed. Can you tell me your secrets? About now.
Still no.
Might as well spill them right now.
Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not.
Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Secret?
The narrator, you can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
How much more do you think this can happen? Oh, it stops. Damn. Drop the blade? Wait?
More time passed. More time. More.
Doesn't do anything. Yeah, about that much, yeah. I wonder how long this can go. Oh, it's already over. What do you think? Drop the blade or slay yourself? Slay yourself?
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there?
Unalive. We've done it.
You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You'd better get this right next time. Do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ah, chapter 3. You know what though? It's like 10:30. I got work tomorrow.
You're on a path in the woods.
I think this is a good stopping point.
End, does it?
Oh wait, what the fuck is going? What's going on over here?
Her, it doesn't matter if she kills us. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. We've tried doing it our way, and we've tried
the opportunist is back.
I think the only way left is hers. Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord. Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself. See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter because it's still through us. Right,
we killed her and we're still in the woods.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Yeah.
That's all the more reason
because it's not the same starting. It's not the same starting point.
If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
Are you the same narrator we met on other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. That's true. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. No, we've tried that already. We've already tried turning around and leaving the forest. Okay, you know what? Let's save here. I wonder if this is gonna work. Can we just load from here? Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. I gotta go to bed.